Hello everyone, and for all my Muslim viewers, Ramadan Mubarak. Today I'll be showing you how to make this Turkish Ramadan bread, which is famous especially during the sahur or the early meal, and it can be eaten next to savory or sweet dishes. To make the bread, we will need the following ingredients: 750 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of lukewarm water, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 3 teaspoons instant dried yeast, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 teaspoon salt. We'll start by adding the sugar and the yeast to the water and mix that well together. Then I'll add the olive oil and mix that as well. Now I'll leave it in a warm place for 10 minutes for the yeast to activate. Now I'll add the salt to the flour and mix that together. And then I'll be making a well in the center and adding the water, yeast, oil mixture. Now I'll mix everything together until a dough is formed. Once that happens, I'll take my dough into my working bench and start kneading it for 10 minutes. When the dough has become elastic and smooth, now I'll transfer it back to my bowl. And then I'll rub the surface with a little bit of olive oil and cover it and leave it in a warm place to prove until it doubles in size, anything between 1 to 2 hours. Once it has doubled in size, I'll take it slowly into my working bench again. And cut it in 2 halves. I'll take each half and put it in a circular baking tray, 30 centimeters diameter, lined with parchment paper, and then I'll just spread the dough using my hands. Now I'll be shaping my loaves in the traditional way that these Ramadan breads are made. So starting by making a circular frame around the loaf, and then making parallel lines in one direction, and then parallel lines in another direction, but with an angle to create these diamond shapes. Once that is done, I'll cover the loaf and leave it in a warm place again to proof for the second time for 1 hour. After that, I'll brush the surface of the loaf with some milk. You can use egg wash as well. And then I'll sprinkle it with sesame seeds and nigella seeds. And I'll just pat them so that they stick to the surface. If I feel that I want to accentuate the grooves again, I can do that, but make sure that you don't let out the air bubbles that has formed inside the loaf. And now I'll bake it in a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes or until they are golden brown. And now I'll leave them to cool slightly on my cooling rack. It's better to cover them with a tea towel so that they stay soft. I hope that you will try this bread and that you will like it and that you will give me a thumbs up on this video. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on my website. Have a good day. Bye.